Moving right along, we are going to have another presentation, Mbaula Chat, a presentation from the Honorable Deputy Minister, and then Sesi Aival. Next up, we are bringing up a brother, Lindo Makhaye, founder of Lucizo Group. It's good to see you, my brother. In 2004, armed with an information technology qualification and 1-year experience as a field service technician, a 21-year-old man decided to go on this entrepreneurial journey. 2019, fast forward, the company's 15th year of operation, Lucizo IT Solutions, has come full circle. The group has since unbundled its service offering under the new, formerly group structure, the Lucizo Group of Companies. So there are many, many companies. To speak to us about brand building through storytelling. Ladies and gentlemen, please can we put our hands together for Lindo Makhaye. Asimshayeleni izandla, asimshayeleni izandla, asimshayeleni izandla.
Okay, good afternoon, it's already afternoon. Sanibonani. Igama nguLindo Makhaye, njengoba seshilo nje mfowethu. I'm actually very, very honored to be here. First and foremost, I just want to say, ngiyabingelele kubaba Deputy Minister, ngibingelele to Baba Mr. Thomas and the entire executive team at Nedbank. And ngibingelele all the entrepreneurs in the house. Kanjalo ke nalabo abaze ukuzophelezela. Hopefully you are here to be inspired. I'd like to say, I would really like to say, we get invited here to come and share our stories, maybe share parts of our journeys, so that we can somewhat inspire or educate. But sometimes we get here, Tina, and learn. We get here and we get rejuvenated. I've been in business for 17 years. I started in 2004. I was a very young man at the time. And I'd like to believe if you were listening to Mr. Thomas, you really have nothing to hear kumina after that. Because his story has related an entire full circle journey of what entrepreneurship is about. I see so much of me in that story, Mr. Thomas. So thank you very much for that. I was really, really inspired and rejuvenated somewhat. So I wanted to just put that out of the way. I wanted to thank the Nedbank team before I even get on to what I'm sent here to do. The team at Nedbank really put their money where their mouth is. For the longest of time, like I say, I've been an entrepreneur all these years. Nedbank has stood behind entrepreneurship, and we appreciate that. So I feel it is a responsibility, kumina, as a seasoned entrepreneur, to speak on behalf of those that are emerging, to say thank you for always standing with us and always putting money into making sure that entrepreneurship happens. Siyabonga. And I want to start by, Bulelani said, I must come and talk to you guys about brand building through storytelling. But before I do that, ngicela nje Bulelani and the team to please just allow me to deviate just a little bit from the program. There's two things. Umoya wami namhlanje ongiholela ukuthi ngisharishe nani. I'm talking to the entrepreneurs now. These are the people I'm here for today. See, entrepreneurship is an extremely strenuous and laborious assignment. It is a very, very painful assignment to pursue. A problem here is that entrepreneurship has been glamorized so much. Did you guys just hear how he just introduced me, it sounded like the most amazing thing ever. Can you guys believe that I'm going through the biggest fire ever right now? Because entrepreneurship has been glamorized so much, people go in thinking everything is hunky-dory, it's a bed of roses. It is not. So I need you seated there to know this for two reasons. One, I have to tell you so that when you get through that, it does not catch you by surprise. See, a lot of people collapse in business, and they collapse their business because they are underprepared for the challenges that come with being an entrepreneur. Ours, thina ke siphakathi ukuthi sintshele ukuthi kahle kahle iyashisa insimbi. Ningasiboni siyibambile nje because sibambelele ethembeni ukuthi izopholela esandleni. It is very difficult being an entrepreneur. Some have heard abantu bethi being an entrepreneur is a lonely journey. It is because it is human nature to conceal your struggles. So people can't tell even their partners, behlala nabendlini, belele naye embedeni, can't tell them kubi la ngivela khona. Because we do not know what the reaction of this partner will be. That will add on to the troubles that my life is currently facing. So I will conceal this and hopefully try to fight my battles by myself. That is what entrepreneurship is about. So I'm not here to give you the glamorous stuff. I want you to get the truth. So that when you make the decisions, you know what you're most likely at some point going to be faced with. That's the first thing. Be prepared. Secondly, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you need to have a very warm and cozy relationship with failure. See, the thing is, school taught us to run away from failure as far as we can. More failure. Exercise because no one must see your marks. See, the thing is, we need to re-engineer our thought processes around the concept of failure. That is where the education is. Entrepreneurship. I have failed so many times, guys. I continue to fail today. And every time I fail, now I get excited because let me go back and try again. But this time around, I'm trying from a position of experience. So don't fear failure. If you choose to be an entrepreneur, I will not care about what they think. I would really want you to repeat this after me. I will not care about what they think. Because that is where the biggest challenge is. We try so much to show a particular picture to the friends, the community, the family. Everyone must see us as this successful. At some point, you just need to drop the facade. Just drop it and say, I am doing this and I'm doing this for me. If I succeed, great. If I don't, I would have at least tried my best. That is what entrepreneurship is about. So now let me get on to the assignment. Those are the two things I'm today. Now I'm going to share. I'm keeping my eye on time, so don't worry. I didn't prepare. Well, I did. I prepared a very funky presentation for you guys. But this morning, I was like, no, I'm not going to show you this presentation. I'm going to talk to you. I want you to look at me, hear me, and listen to what I have to share. Not read to what I wrote. Okay, so I'm conventionally from an information and communications technology background. I've been employed only 1 year of my life. I was recruited straight from university into this big IT company. I worked as a systems engineer there, junior systems engineer. 1 year, at the end of the year, I was like, no, I have learned everything I need to learn. The entrepreneurial whispers were growing louder. I registered my business, and I've never looked back since. That was 2004. This is 2022. It's been 17 years. We've seen it all. Business has highs and lows, peaks and troughs. And I am unapologetically telling you right now, I am going through my personal trough. You need to know, and I'm not ashamed to say, I am facing ridiculous struggles in business. A lot has happened in a very short space of time. See, I don't even know where Mulimi got. I think he picked it up on the internet somewhere. The introduction that he read. This was 2019 that the marketing team wrote that. That must have been for our 15-year anniversary celebrations. This was 2019. A lot has happened in the last 2 years. That entire marketing team is no more. The management structure that I had set up in the business is no more. It is just me, the customer service reps that are currently operating the business now, and technicians. And that's it. I'm back to where I started. So what has happened? Well, it started with COVID-19. See, COVID-19 hit us and it hit all of us. I operate a business just up the road from here. You walk from Gamex and walk to that corner center. You know, DSTV, Umkul there. I run the DSTV. I'm the multi-choice agency principal for the Durban South region. I have that contract, I've had that contract with multi-choice for 13 years. When I took over, multi-choice was in Mega City had about 4 years to operate. They were running a multi-choice there, offering DSTV service to the community of Umlazi. They collapsed it, for whatever reason or the other. The contract was re-advertised, I applied, I got it. 2011, fast forward to 2011, we were running the biggest agency in the country, both in numbers and size. So I'm seeing the same thing, I'm saying. Because I was there, I was present, I knew what I was doing. And I was very, very passionate about the work I was doing. And we've been sitting at the top until 2019, as I said. 2019, when the last results were issued, we were still the biggest agency in the country, both in number and size. By talking numbers, I'm talking about the amount of money we collect. Yeah. So it happened 2020, COVID happened, we closed when the president announced that there's going to be a lockdown, and by the time, here's what we can say. By the time Govalo, we were in the process of an extremely aggressive expansion plan. I was running DSTV kiosks. I had located DSTV kiosks throughout the country, throughout the KZN province. So Ngasenkalile with 4, each one cost about 25,000 rands. If you've run a kiosk in a mall, you'll know the price. Cost about 25,000 rands, and I had already 3 there in the mall. So when we closed, we had at least we'll say you owe us 25,000 rands every single month. The third one, Sasifaka 15 March, your value currently 23. We did not even see 2 weeks of sales in that particular kiosk, and we already owed money to it. That's entrepreneurship for you. So when we reopened in 3 months, calculator, we had 3 kiosks in different malls. They owed on average 25K each per month. Let's just say it's about 75,000 in a month, times that by 3. You have to pay that. I'm a property managers don't care. You have to fight your own battle. The president closed the country. We really don't care. So when you sign a lease, they make you sign something called a surety that says we'll come and sell everything yako, and we'll sell even if we have to. We have rights because we'll take everything. That document gives us a mind. Entrepreneurs are unprotected. You must know. Okay, so that's just one. I had to pay the lease of the properties I was renting, and. So I'm explaining to you that entrepreneurship comes with those type of challenges. Now, here's what I wanted to share with you. I had asked, can they please just put them as asked of them? So can you please just go back to the first one where there's a satellite dish? There, please just leave it there. So the company I started all those years ago was Lucizo IT, and we were doing conventional information communications and technology services, computers, network, and the likes. Around 2009, one of our clients needed internet. And there was no infrastructure. We assisted the municipality with internet service through a satellite dish at the time. That's when I was like, wait, I can actually do this. Because it was so simple to connect that municipality onto the network, onto the internet using a satellite dish. And that's how I started incorporating satellite work into our business. And by 2010, kwangeni World Cup in South Africa, everyone wanted DSTV. That business totally overwhelmed my information technology business. Am I still with you? Are you still with me? Great. So that's how we got into dishes, satellite dishes for MultiChoice. And 2009, that's when we got into that contract with MultiChoice, and that business was just a big business. So it became our business. So here's how things went. As we proceeded, please give me the next picture. I just got three, no, not this one, the next one. There we go. Guys, okay, this is a real picture of a dish we installed at some point, okay? But I don't want to show you this picture because of we do not discriminate who do we service, but I want you to understand that our people need service. But I don't know if you guys can see on the picture. On the actual dish, there's a sticker with the name, Lusizo IT, and then there's a number below that. Can you guys see that? I don't know if anyone had done it before me, maybe I'm Mbonanga, but I would say I was the first person to do this here in this province. We were set up in Maritzburg. I decided every dish is an opportunity for me to expand my brand presence. So we started putting stickers on the satellite dishes that we were putting in people's houses. This was around 2009. So around 2014, there's a story I want to share with you already. So around 2014, siyasebenza is normal. Kungena a call at our office. And the call iti. Kulma with our manager, speaking with the manager, and I can see that moment. There's a bit of tension. Something's going wrong with that call, and the manager comes and she brings the phones to me. I'm like, okay, so what's wrong? It's like this customer, she's extremely irate, and so I'm like, okay, let me just listen. Sanbona ma, gingakusiza kanjani ma? No, bafikile abafana mfana wami bazongifakela indish ekhaya. Kodwa manje le ndish izongikhatha nobaba wasekhaya ngisacela nje nizoyikhipha mina akusiyona le ngiyithengile. So I'm like, okay. Image, let me understand ma. Iyadlala iDStv yakhe, is everything okay? Yeah, konke kuyadlala kodwa indish le ngiyithengile akusiyona le nifakile nini. So I'm trying to understand. Okay ma. So what's the problem? Mina ngithengele ebhalwe uLusizo Eat. And laba ifakile ayinawo lo akusiyona yaka Lusizo Eat ngifuna leyo. Guys, at that moment the penny dropped. It became clear to me what had just happened. See, here's what happened. We ran out of stickers. The supplier did not deliver the stickers for us, so we continued with the installations. Our technicians continued, and that dish did not have a sticker. Lo mama had seen so many of our dishes in her area. They were all written Lusizo IT, and Mpakathini la Umlazi, they call us Lusizo Eat. So lo mama was saying, akayitholanga idish ebhalwe Lusizo Eat, akayifunile, ufuna le ebhalwe Lusizo Eat. Now the reality of it all is that you have to be so strong with your brand such that people associate it with quality. If engayiboni brand yakho akangayithembi ukuthi yiyo ekahle le, it was the same dish. It was just it did not have our sticker. I immediately said, no, ma, it's fine. Oh, it was a mistake on our part. No, we supplied you with the wrong dish. It's fine. So I sent technicians. They took the dish out, went to the car, put the stick on, put it back up, and she was excited. This is the power of the brand. So do it right. It'll serve you well. And the last thing I need to share. Please just show me the last picture with the cars. These are our vehicles, okay? So we all know what has been happening. Here in Umlazi, it has been worse. After COVID, a lot of people lost their jobs. So that means our revenue shrunk. I'm talking to township entrepreneurs. These are things that we tina affiliate. Revenue shrunk because there was less disposable income. And then Kwanyugi crime, because people that were breadwinners were all of a sudden unable to provide for their families. It's the reality we faced. And then looting happened. And then when the looting happened, Ibamu, Eza, or Shwa Sam meant Umlazi at some point, Ispam was totally parent move to Funisbam. And that's the reality of what we are currently dealing with. These are my vehicles. In June last year, This one got hijacked. KF. This vehicle, it got hijacked. They took the technicians, bamba ubalahle ehlathini somewhere, and the car was gone. And then in December, on July 11, our offices were looted. They took pretty much everything. So things that people didn't even know ukuthi bazozenzani bayithatha zonke. And ngazama ngapaquza just to try and reopen our doors. Around September we opened. We got 5 computers. We had an athletics club that helped us. We got 5 computers. We opened doors and we started working. By December, on the 28th of December, there was an armed robbery. They came for us, 5 guys, armed to the T. They took everything. Again, this was now in December 2021. January 2022, this vehicle got hijacked. It was taken. Now, I want to tell you, these are the realities of the pains that come with being an entrepreneur. Now, in consultation, Sengval, I had a chat with one of the local senior members who have had a fair share of experience with criminal activities and so forth in the area. Ngithi mina, what's but now Lindo, imoto zakho yazibona ziyisilungu nje. So ngathi imoto ihamba umlungu. So that means my branding is so professional. It creates a sense that to criminals in the area, imoto yamandiya, no imoto yabelungu le bazoyi replace. No, but it's actually mine. I did not buy the story because my number plates have been in this township for 13 years. There's no ways that they don't know me. But anyways, ngifuna ukukunikeza that other side of branding. Sometimes you may lose your audience because that's what I was told. People began to think this is not imoto, yomuntu mnyama, or igebengu thought, I know, we can just steal this one, sorry. So this is the other side of branding that I'm just saying, there are things to consider when you brand your business. Otherwise, thank you very much for the opportunity. I look forward to engaging with you further. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, please can we put our hands together?